Before we start, we would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land we're recording on. For me, that's the Wangaburra clan.
And for me, it's the Wurundjeri peoples. Oh, your video's gone. I can't see you anymore.
Well, that's all right.
But that's all right.
As long as we have the microphones.
I read this book once and I've still got it, the Importance of Magic or something like that, and it was written by the most camp person I've ever read in my life, and I think it was like written in the 60s or 70s. It's hilarious, but he talks all about if you want to, like all sorts of things, but one of them was if you ever want to remember anything, there's a little guy up in your head and he has a filing cabinet. All you have to do is just tell him and then just forget about it, and while you just go about your business, he'll be back in the file, and then he'll pull the file out and he'll just yell the word, and all of a sudden you'll be in the middle of a conversation with one of your wonderful friends and you'll just all of a sudden go, oh, Venezuela. And they'll go, how did you remember? And you're like, I don't know. Well, that's why, darlings. That's why. It's because a little man in your brain. And I was like, oh my God, this guy is brilliant, but I think the little man may be a little woman.
Because let's face it, a little man would never remember anything that is useful. Just kidding.
No, it was very funny because the filing cabinet, I always still think of the filing cabinet in my head. There's just a big filing cabinet of all my memories are in there, and he just has to go and cross-reference things.
Well, I would like to know where my little man or person is, because my little person's been working undertime at the moment.
Yeah, well, they do sometimes. They do. They get really lazy and they get tired and overworked.
Well, there's so many things we have to remember.
And sometimes we drown them with alcohol and drugs.
Yeah.
And they're like this, oh, mate,
They're like,
can I have a day off?
Give it a rest.
If you're going to drink, I'd rather you drink in my brain.
I'd rather you do it in my brain. If you're going to drink, I'd rather you not do it in my brain.
If you're going to drink, I'd rather you do it in someone else's head.
Oh, but anyway, hello, everybody. Welcome back to Two Girls, One Pod. We're going to have a little bit of fun today because we feel that there's a lot going on in the world and we know the drill and we want to have some fun. And we thought Yvie came across her diary and it got me thinking, oh my God, I got to find my diary. Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems. You know what I mean?
Uncut Gems, you know, I mean, like, I found my diaries. I have like 450,000 diaries. This is only a few because Angie, pubescent Angie, her brain was working overtime.
Maybe that's why you can't remember anything anymore.
Yeah.
Because you're doing it all back then. I was as well.
Seriously, could you imagine the thoughts of pubescent Angie? Like, whoa, what a time.
What a time.
That would be something else. She'd be a menace.
A lot of teens, you know, dealing with the shit that you have to deal with in the world is really hard. And I can't imagine ever being a teenager now because we didn't have the internet. We didn't have instant news like we do now.
No.
We certainly didn't talk about the things that we can talk about now. Like we just, you know, wrote things down in our diary that were extremely important to us.
So important.
In such deep ways. So we thought it would be a good idea today to read them out. Now, you've got a lot. I've only got the one, and mine is from 1989, the year before you were born.
I haven't even had the chance to think a thought.
So what I thought, seeing as you've got so many and mine is only the one, even the year will be very different to yours, but let's get you at the same age.
At the same age. Oh, so.
Have you got one where you were in year 11?
Oh, no, these are all. This one says, this is all like when I was really, really young. And then the next one is when I was in America. So I would have been 19.
Okay.
Wait, what's this one? This one was when I was, 2006. So I would have been
16.
Yeah,
oh
my God.
That's how old
yes,
I was
bitch.
in this one.
Oh my God, how good was that? Like that, I just opened a page on one of my 84 diaries and it said I was 16. Like, oh my God.
Oh my God. So, and you're 16 at the beginning of the year too. So you're 16 throughout the whole thing. So I was 16 throughout this entire year because at the end of the year I was 17.
Look at us. We're reading our diaries from when we were to get like both 16 but not even knowing each other. And I probs I wasn't even alive.
I know.
This is amazing. This is a moment, everybody.
This was the year before you were born. And back when I was in high school, Countdown was like huge show on the ABC on Sunday nights. It was a music show with Molly Meldrum. So Countdown also did a magazine, and every year they would bring out this diary journal, and it was always really cool and like, you know, had got you to answer questions and write things like, you know, the School Hall of Fame, and you could draw stuff and all these kind of really weird things. And at the beginning of every month it would ask you, and it always had these kind of things, which I thought was fantastic.
What is that? Whenever you need somebody. Contraception.
Yeah, it's like sexual health, contraception. It was way before its time, like way before its time. And it had the study guide, it had your term dates and public holidays and all of that kind of thing. And all my names and addresses. It's hilarious. I've got Natalie and Brulia in there.
Wow.
When we knew each other. So in the beginning,
yours is almost like organised.
Yeah, mine was a diary like organizer, and at the beginning I didn't write that much in it other than what I had to do, right? And then by the end of it, like you'll see at the beginning, it's just, you know, I fill it in a bit. I fill it in a bit here, there and everywhere.
Oh, it's kind of like a school diary.
By the end, I was writing full, like I was loving people and I was doing love hearts and putting photos in. I mean, look at this photo of my first boyfriend, Stephen.
Were you crazy in love? Were you like Beyonce crazy in love?
Crazy in love. I cut him out even.
Oh, good heavens.
Look at him.
He's cute.
He's a bald fat man now.
Oh, of course he is. You should hit him up.
Married with children.
Oh, don't hit him up then.
I can't believe how stupid the things I wrote were. But you know, Celeste Barber is married to hot husband.
Yeah.
He was my best friend in school. So a lot of my diary is full of just him and I doing things. And they seem to be the ones that every time I turn a page, I just find another one. But this one doesn't involve him. This one is just typical teenage 16-year-old. This is the 6th of May, 1989. Most boring day in my life. Mum wouldn't let me go anywhere, so I stayed home, bored out of my brain, while just about everyone went to the clubs.
Oh, Susan Beryl, you mole.
I can't believe it. My mum hardly ever not let me go anywhere, so I don't know what I've done.
I reckon you've done something really naughty.
Really? Yeah, but I didn't drink or anything, so I don't know what I'd done. This is the 9th.
What do you mean clubs?
Yeah, well, we could all get into clubs underage because you only needed, back in my day, you only needed a piece of paper with your that was your license. It was a piece of paper, so you had to know everything about the person on the paper. So that was name, address, date of birth, star sign, because that's how the bouncers got you.
Yes,
and how to sign their name. And everyone would always write their name really easily. So underage people could borrow their license.
Yeah.
And I used to drive around with that thing, with my friend's license. I never had a license, but sometimes I'd drive with it because I had one. I literally had one in my hand.
Oh my God. So old school.
This is the 19th of May.
Yeah.
Went to Arpie's this Arvo. Simon came over about 5 p.m. Arpie had his L's, so he drove me home. Then came back around 7 and we walked back to Arpie's. Boring. We're just going back and forth to each other's houses. We studied a bit of English. Then we mucked around. Those two are the biggest cacks.
Cacks.
They just had me cracking up all over the place.
Oh my God, I love it. All over the place.
Like, how boring was I?
Not very scandalous.
What about this one? Me and Ash. Oh, this is a good one. You're going to love this one. Me and Ashley went around to Arpie's house. It was really good. And guess what?
Wow.
He got onto her.
He got onto her.
Yeah. Stoked or what?
Stoked.
I screamed and embarrassed both of them. But I mean, did they have to do it in front of me? Anyway, they'll probably go out now. It's good and everything, but I just hope she treats him really well because him and I have gotten real close and I consider him like a brother and I don't want him getting hurt. Went to Campus Life tonight. Real good one.
Real good one. So you don't have any like breakdown struggle stories that you used to like full vent in your diary about?
Not really. Did find one. I can't find it. Oh my God. Got my hair permed on the 1st of July.
Oh, well, that's something you need to note about. Best believe that.
Looks horrible. It always does though. Don't worry about it. On the Sunday I slept till 2 p.m. Isn't that late? I wrote that. Isn't that late? Yes, it is.
You're wild. You're crazy.
So let's just go when I fell in love.
Oh, well, that's always a good time.
Had campus live tonight with Erin, a club. It was an insight and it was so boring. There was a guy sitting next to me, and when it was over, he started talking to me. His name was Stephen and he was really nice. We went outside and he showed me his car. I've written that in capitals. Oh, he's got a car. Oh, my God. And we went back inside and sat down and talked. Shit, man, I've really got to lose weight.
Oh, dear.
I've really got to lose weight. Imagine the guys I'd get then. He was cute too. And then he rang me the next night and we talked for 2 hours. It was a shock.
Oh.
My God. I can't believe that's what I focused on.
You'd be surprised how much. Well, what else did we think about? What else were we told to think about other than boys and parties and schoolwork?
And your body.
Your body.
And your body.
I didn't realize.
All you're allowed to think about and care about.
I'm trying to find something funny in mine because mine's actually really, some of it in year 11 is full bad. Like
that's okay.
It's really bad. I was thinking it would be funny. My earlier ones are funny, and then I read just a little bit before it and it was about like my full on eating disorder. Like I don't remember writing this.
Yeah, you don't remember?
No, it's like I don't remember writing how – I didn't realize how – like I knew I was bad, but this is like I'm writing down like to myself ways like to not eat.
God.
And I've written in big things like healthy tips and obsessive freak, and I've done like an angry face.
Oh, gosh.
And it's like how to be healthier, aka lose weight. I was already like 48 kilos.
Oh, my God, yes.
How cooked is that? I never knew. I don't remember this.
Wow. Well, it's amazing what you push down. And you know what? That might be really good that you found that for therapy, because you do therapy, and this could really unlock something for you in your present life. So everything happens for a reason.
It does. Like to read over. And I would write down everything I ate. And then it would be like, please just do it. I'm going crazy. Eat less through the week. Work out more. That's just the pathetic person I am. Very obsessive.
Did you write that? That's the pathetic person I am?
Yeah.
Oh, that's heartbreaking.
That's so heavy. Oh, my God. That's actually made me a little bit sad that I was.
Yeah, a little bit.
And then in one of them was like I was away from school for an entire week with a kidney infection. No wonder why, sister. You were starving yourself and obsessing about not eating. You're lucky you didn't end up in hospital for a long time.
This is why it's so important that we talk about, these eating disorders and things like that, because in the such formative puberty years, what it can do to your
development,
the underdevelopment, I should say, of what it can cause, the underdevelopment.
Oh, yeah. I feel the majority, and I know people are always going, it's such a dumb thing to say, but I think a lot of my inflammation was stemmed from being so chronically obsessed with my eating disorder was so much worse than what I remember, because we suppress it, right? A lot of people who suffers trauma young, we don't remember it until we're older.
No, well, that's right.
And I don't remember most of this. Reading this back, I remember that I was bulimic, but I don't remember being like, don't eat, otherwise you're not going to be this, or you're going to be, you're going crazy until you hit this goal. Like, that's really –
yeah.
And, it's all a control thing. There was so much out of control in my family home. Of course, my control was that.
Yeah.
And I was obsessed. Instead of being able to channel it elsewhere, I did it. I mean, yeah, that's pretty heavy.
Yeah, it's really heavy, and it's so common.
It's so common.
And it's not just women, not girls, teenage boys do it to themselves in a fitness way, or, they as well, restrict their intake of food and, because they're having extremely rough time at home and that they can't control their situations either. Like, it's amazing what parents do to
I
us.
know.
It is quite amazing how badly you can parent when you become one. I think I would be a bad parent, like that. I always, I think I would. I just think my mental health wouldn't have allowed me to have really great space for a child to nurture that, to be nurtured in. I would have been really I don't think I would have coped very well as a parent mentally. So I would have neglected a child in so many different ways that look completely fine on the surface, which so many people do. That's the thing, is that you look at everyone as a teenager, a child, and you look like everyone's having a good time, or, because they're invisible problems, most of them.
There's a lot of things that people don't realize that they do, that they pass on to their children, that is so detrimental. I feel a lot of people probably shouldn't have children, and I know that's probably really controversial to say, until they do the work, because you're passing things on that you don't even know you're doing. Like, I see some of my friends or friends of friends who have done zero to no work, and they have no idea what they're
doing
to the
or
children.
what they're showing. Yeah, that's the thing, is that, people make jokes of it all the time, and I don't think it's that funny.
It's not funny to up a human. We've already got enough up humans up there, and it's life ruining.
Well, that's it. That's the severity and the seriousness of it. So this turned out to be, funny in the beginning and quite deep.
That
in
was
the end.
that was deep. That was deep, Angie.
No, don't apologize. I think it's really important that you found these diaries, because
I'm going to read them properly, like fully properly, and maybe, like you said, do some healing surrounding it.
Yeah, I'd say have someone helping you while you're going through them, because
I had OCD.
Yeah, there's going to probably be a few disorders that you've recognised now as an evolved adult and someone who's done a lot of work. It's going to be really upsetting for you, because, this is you, and you know that if you met someone like that now, you'd be able to hug them and help them. And, so it's going to be quite triggering and upsetting for you to see this young girl that you can't help.
No,
then.
but you can speak to your small child.
But you can help now.
Yeah, give her a cuddle and tell her just to relax. Sissy.
Sissy thinks so as well.
Can I get an amen?
Sissy? Can Angie get an amen?
Do it again, girl. Do it again.
She mouthed it. That's my best advice with this is I think it's wonderful that you found them, but definitely have someone to bounce off while you're going through them, because it's going to be a pretty heavy time.
I would have to write down every little thing that I did. Oh my God. Oh, God, that one's really bad. In big letters, must get down to 46. Oh, my God, that is cooked. I feel so sorry for me. Like, I never felt – that is so sad. Like, I want to go back and I just want to hug the shit out of her, because that is some deep-rooted shit that was going on, and I should have been sent to therapy, and I should have been sent to somebody to help me, but I wasn't.
Yeah. No.
I just kept on going and working overtime and getting those A's, and, otherwise I would be too scared.
Yeah, God, awful.
No wonder I'm a little bit of a such a people pleaser now. That stems back from ever. Like, I'm such a people pleaser, and I'm trying not to be. More so, I'm saying no way more now. But God, that's stemming back from a long time. Oh, I read my younger ones and they were funny. They were like poetries about like honeys and bunnies and stuff. And then teenage years hit and I just turned into a real cooked unit.
Then all of a sudden you weren't allowed to eat honey.
I wasn't allowed to eat honey or chocolate bunnies, or I stopped writing poetry and I just started writing about goal weights.
Oh, look, I think the biggest takeaway from this that we can all learn is that the back of mine has a thing called doodle page on it, and where you're supposed to – and I think the biggest – really the saddest part about all of this is the fact that I never actually drew doodles.
Oh, she didn't like even doodles.
Like, no, draw a doodle. Like, what? That's such a missed opportunity of little dick and balls all over the back of this.
Oh.
So you know what?
What?
Guess what?
Yeah. Are you going to do one?
Drawing a dick and balls.
Oh, my God. Do it, girl. Draw that dick and balls. Draw that dick and balls.
Pubic hair or not?
Pubic hair. Come on. That'd be weird. I want to read out one of my poetries while you. Oh, I thought you were going to be longer than that. I wanted to read poetry while you drew dick and balls.
Oh, please do. I'll draw another one.
All right. You draw what I read. Baby white polar bear, fluffy, cute, adorable. And then I drew one. How boring. All right, where's another one? Wait, I'm sexy, and so is Casey. That's not a poem. That's just weird. I love, oh, God, no, not
This
read.
one's circumcised.
Show me. Yes. Why is there one's so skinny and one's quite.
Yeah, because they're all different, Angie.
Yeah, that's
they're
true.
all different. They're like vulvas. They're all different. This one has a really big ball and a little ball, so it may be distended.
Well, that's okay. We're here for all types of ball sacks.
Absolutely. You know, dicks are dicks at the end of the day.
You're very good at drawing dicks.
It's never too late to draw your dreams, and this may be 1989, that is 33 years ago, but it is never too late to get on the back of a doodle page and draw a dick and balls.
Just start drawing those dicks.
And balls.
Well, what turned out what was supposed to be quite an amusing diary sesh, we learnt some solid things about ourselves.
Absolutely.
That's what was supposed to happen. I've got some shit I need to work through there. But I do want to end part of this segment with, even though I appreciate that part of my life, I do want to end this segment with just one little poem.
Okay,
that I think
great. Please do.
It's I'm a genius. That's just I'll let you
Just
decide.
put it out there.
I'll let you decide.
All right. I think it will be up to me.
All right. This is not 16-year-old Angie, by the way. This is I reckon 8 maybe. I don't know. The writing looks terrible, but
8-year-old Angie.
so it's called Honey Bunny, but honey is spelled Hunny.
Of course it is.
Yeah. YER, by the way. That's how I spell yeah. Yeah. Honey bunny, kiss me so sweet. Honey bunny, when will we meet? MEAT. Honey bunny, can we keep in touch? Keep, CEEP. Honey bunny, I miss you so much.
Oh,
And that, my friends, is poetry.
I knew you were a good writer, but I didn't know you were at that level of good.
Keep, CEEP. Oh, God damn. Catholic school education.
You knew how to spell God. That was the most important thing.
I knew how to spell Jesus and God. And that, my friends, is called Poetry of Angie as an 8-year-old. And yeah, YER. I do love you so much.
Oh, honey bunny. Oh, God. That's brilliant. I love it. That's a 10 out of 10,
Thank you.
if not more. And I think that's just the best thing to leave on this week. We will be back next week.
We will.
We know that you're not going anywhere because that will get anyone. You will come back for more. If you come back next week, we may even have another poem from Angie.
I have a bunch.
But we can't promise anything. We could just drop these
Poem bombs.
poem bombs
Whenever we see fit.
anytime. You never know when another one's going to come, okay?
Like, you know what? That's it. That's my gift to you guys. So you enjoy. Go write yourself a poem and have the day you deserve.
Have the day you deserve. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.